Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the Levolution trailer that was released at Gamescom yesterday alongside the Paracel Storm trailer. Now if you haven't seen my breakdown and analysis of that, I will leave a link to it in the top left corner, so you can go check it out. I do recommend it. There is some pretty interesting information to be seen. Now personally, this trailer interested me more than Paracel Storm. We see a whole new aspect to Levolution. Not only do we see the large-scale events like skyscrapers collapsing and battleships crashing through islands, we also see the finer details of Levolution, the smaller scale events that will still have a massive effect on the game. And not only that, we get to see some new maps and new weapons. So let's get started. Now straight away in this trailer, we're seeing a whole different array of Levolution taking place. We're seeing a large skyscraper collapse, we're seeing small columns collapse, bringing down ceilings, we're seeing balconies collapse to create new walkways and allow players to get to new areas, and we're seeing barriers come up and block off vehicles. But in this section of gameplay here, we see something that we have never seen before. The player has the ability to bring down some electric shutters to block the enemy out of a certain section of the map. Now for me, this is really interesting. It's going to be cool to see how the enemy have to counteract this. Maybe they have to cut the power off, as we do see in other sections of the gameplay, to stop the electric shutters from being used. Maybe they have to fight their way around a different way, or maybe simply they just have to blow the shutters down. Now here we also see a brand new weapon in the game. This is a SAR-21, or Singapore Assault Rifle for the 21st century, and this fires a 30-round magazine of 5.56. Now pretty much instantly in the trailer we do get a glimpse of this rocket launcher, the SRAW, or Short Range Assault Weapon, and this is a brand new rocket launcher to the game. Now we did see this in Battlefield 2, so there will be some veterans out there who will be pleased to see the return of this rocket launcher. Now moving on, in this next clip we do see some pretty fun use of the micro Levolution. We see the player throw a grenade inside the train and then shut the door, sealing in the enemy to his death. But we also get a glimpse of a brand new weapon in this clip. This is the Swedish Saab Bofors Dynamic, or the CBJ-MS. Now as you can see here, this weapon does look pretty kitted out. It's got a foregrip as standard, a suppressor on the front, and most importantly you can see a drum magazine at the bottom. So this weapon is going to be able to hold a lot of ammunition. Now in these next clips we're seeing some pretty dark internal action that suggests the power may have been cut off, so that's pretty cool as well. Now if we pause the gameplay here, we can see a return of the knife that we saw in the campaign of Battlefield 3. This was Dima's Russian style machete, and it is going to be pretty cool to see this appearing in the multiplayer of Battlefield 4. Now moving on, we see some pretty cool micro Levolution, shooting extinguishers to create cover and then use the infrared scope to take the enemies out. Now in this next clip we do see a brand new weapon to the game. This is a UTAS-15, or UTAS-15. It is a 12 gauge shotgun that has 2 loading magazines. So you have 2 tubes of ammunition, which means you can have a choice of 2 different types of ammunition to have in your weapon. Hopefully Battlefield have implemented this into the game. Now towards the end of the trailer we see the more large scale epic Levolution events that we will see take place on various different maps. Now in this first clip we see the battleship crashing through the island that we did see on Paracel Storm yesterday. Now we do know that the AA guns on this ship can be manned, and the team that hold the flag on the island do have control of those guns. Now these next 3 clips are probably the most interesting in the trailer. In the first we see 2 soldiers riding a dirt bike down a street on a map that we haven't seen before. We then see the dam burst its banks and water come flooding into the map, and in the final shot we do see a jet boat going down the very same streets. So it does look like when the Levolution event takes place and the dam bursts its banks, it's going to completely change the map, so you can actually take naval vehicles through the streets of the city. Now at the very end of this trailer we have some more examples of large scale epic Levolution taking place on what looks like some new maps in the game. We have that large antenna collapsing, we have that big aerial dish coming down, and we have the dam collapsing and bits of rubble taking out other buildings. So all in all, this trailer shows all the different aspects of Levolution we can expect to see throughout Battlefield 4. It's not just going to be large skyscrapers coming down, this is going to affect your gameplay in every single game right down to the smallest detail. I'm really excited to see this aspect in the game. I think it will be a game-changing experience. But now it's down to you guys in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on Levolution. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit me up with a like and a comment below. It does help me out a lot. But in the meantime guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.